Live from Sin City. You know how we do. I put my in the shoe to bless the track with me. That straight hit to your stereo again. Something you can ride out to with a bad bitch. But before further introduction,
put them on its hit the ground, show the crowd, baby, throw it down, pull up, pack a loud, with a champagne pour now, your friend is a thot, she want E&J and black and mounds, can't step on my block, let her low come home and get loud.
live from Sin
It's the
City.
Vandal Hour, each and every Saturday, right
Now
here
we
on
do.
thevandalhour7.12.15.
I put my in the shoe to bless the track with me.
When it's hit the ground,
That straight hit to your stereo again. Something you can ride out to with a bad bitch.
when it's hit the ground,
But before further introduction,
when it's hit the ground, show the crowd, baby, throw it down. When it's hit the ground, show the crowd, baby, throw it down. Pull up, pack a loud, with a champagne pour now, your friend is a thot, she want E&J and black and mounds. When it's hit the ground, show the crowd, baby, throw it down. Pull up, pack a loud, with a champagne pour. Your friend is a thot, she want E&J and black and mounds, can't step on my block, let her low come home and get loud. You should tell her go home quickly, this red bone pretty, need a twerk machine, going silly, I start throwing 50s, I don't wanna know your real name, what's your stripping name, don't get personal, with a nigga, girl I do the same, wanna take a shot off the arch on your back, honey jack, who's emo at after that, Johnny Walker make it black, red crew shout out to Max, go back home to wifey smack, and I'ma kill that least look like a Viking, put them pillows under your air, girl, that's my thing, beat it to your toes, get the snitching, pointing at an end, he's asking like, who that, so, choosing, they choosing all the time, choosing when I shine, I'm always on their mind, girl. Stacking all this dough, moving coast to coast, they all be at my show, girl. Me and my shit getting Julie, riding out to our movement, ladies see us and choosing. At the end of the day, they choosing. At the end of the day, they choosing.
you know when I be with my nigga shoe, go up in Sin City, them ladies always seem to choose. Check it. I be cruising. She love the sound of my music and the simple fact I just do it. That shit all in tune with my movement. I be grinding. See the light when I'm shining. Roll these Audemars, I say blind. Oh shit, I'm knocking out the front line about that paper. Off about no hater. I'm up in my shoes, stay data. Different colors, now a little later. Up in city. Throwing 120s and 50s. All these dips just wanna get with me. Cause my team moving up quickly.
Choosing, they choosing all the time. Choosing when I shine, I'm always on their mind, girl. Stacking all this dough, moving coast to coast, they all be at my show, girl. Me and my nigga chew, they riding out to our movement, ladies see us and choosing. At the end of the day, they choosing. At the end of the day, they choosing. Hey yo, peace Vandals, it's your boy Facts on Wax and you're listening to the Vandal Hour live on DTFradio.com. Make sure you tune in each and every Saturday from 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. You can also watch us live on that tuning app. You can also watch us live on DTF Radio Ustream page. But remember, you gotta do that when the show is on live. I state facts, I will never lie to you. Now, if you missed any of our old episodes, you could go to YouTube, put DTF Radio, The Vandal Hour in the search engine. Or you can put just The Vandal Hour in the search engine and you'll find most of all our old episodes up there. So make sure you go check those joints out. I state facts, I will never lie to you. And for the people that know, the Vandal Hour website is up and running. So if you want to go check that out, you could go click the link in my bio, or you could go to www.thevandalhour.net, or you can go to thevandalhour.com. It's the same shit, different, no difference. You know. Check it out. We got an online store, which we're still working on, but you could go over there, purchase a shirt, a bandana, you know. We got some new ones out right now, camo, so go check that out if you like rocking camo.
You can also get access to all our social media. You can even watch us live right now, but you gotta do that when the show is on live. I state facts. I will never lie to you. Hey yo, Sinatra, what up? How you feeling tonight?
What's poppin', man? I'm good. Definitely shout out to all the listeners. Hope you had a good 4th of July weekend.
Word.
But before we get into anything else, let me introduce to you the beautiful young lady sitting in with us tonight. She is one of the hosts of the Trip Radio Show here on dtfradio.com, which comes on every Tuesday night, technically Wednesday, from 12 a.m. to 2 a.m. She is also a popular blogger with the website celebrityxo.com, which dishes the scoop on everything from entertainment to your latest news. It's my pleasure to introduce to you Coco.
That's so special. Hey guys.
Thank you for stopping
Thanks
by.
for having me, Vandalhour. I
Our
appreciate
pleasure.
it.
How you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling pretty good.
Good. For the people that are tuned in and might not know or seen the show, just give them a little bit about yourself and the Trip Radio Show.
Well, I'm a part of the Trip Radio Show with Psychedelic Masturbation. We pretty much trip out. It's me, Will, BK, and Real Rose, and we really have a good time. Definitely tune in, like you said, every Tuesday at 11:59 p.m.
There you go.
Word.
Tune in. Make sure you check that out.
Yeah. Also, make sure you check out Celebrity XO.
Of course.
Now, it's get a little crazy sometimes, 'cause, it's a little crazy in the entertainment world.
Yes.
But
Sometimes.
But I'm giving you a little bit of everything. A little bit of knowledge, a little bit of ratchet, a little bit of educational, a little bit of everything. So make sure you check that out as well, celebrityxo.com.
Definitely. celebrityxo.com.
Yes.
Make sure you check that out.
Yes, definitely.
And once again, thank you for coming by
It's my pleasure.
and doing the show with us tonight. Before we get into anything else, our 1700th follower, which was on Instagram, Bankroll Ray. He won a sticker pack, Vandalhour bandana, and a OS 501 canvas. So congratulations to Bankroll Ray.
great.
And there will be many more prizes in the future. You just have to follow, comment, and like. It's simple, and you get some free stickers and a canvas. So make sure you follow us on Instagram at the Vandalhour. There was a writer that recently passed away.
Shout
Lus.
out to the ACG and the Illy Boys.
R.I.P.
Yeah, so definitely RIP to Lus and all condolences to the friends and family. There was an art show we spoke about. For the people, if you got a little too high this weekend, we didn't come on the July 4th weekend. We took that weekend off, guys. So if you were watching the episode before that, we spoke about the art show with Noxer that was coming up. Things have changed. Dates have changed. We will give you a more specific date. It's going to be late July, early August. But as soon as we get the date, you guys will definitely be the first ones to hear about it. So stay tuned for that. Coming up real soon is the Noxer art show. Also, Shaz Ill York, new music out. He just put out the Ransack Pavilions on SoundCloud. Definitely was a guest on our show before. Good artist. I listen to his music. We support him here at the Vandalhour. So if you're not,
check them out.
yeah, definitely on that SoundCloud. That's Ransack Pavilions. So make sure you go check that out and support Shaz Ill York. We will be doing more giveaways, like I said. There will be more canvases. There will be more sticker packs, t-shirts, bandanas. Like I said, all you got to do is like, follow, comment. You know the routine. The t-shirts and bandanas, we just got it in the camo ones that Fax spoke about earlier. I like this color here.
The fatigue is pretty dope.
You know, usually they come like a light color. This one is very bright.
Rock these with some beef and broccoli.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
With some corn, yeah, that'd be corn. That'd be dope.
So those are on the market right now. So you got to get those. They're limited amount of those Army fatigue ones in store right now. So you can check us out here. Hit us up on the Vandalhour on Instagram, or you can go to the website www.thevandalhour.net. Real quick, speaking about the website, for those who tell a friend and tell a friend, you can tune in live.
Yeah, just go click the link in my bio.
ASAP.
Right there from thevandalhour.net's website. You can tune in live to the show. Real quick, we were speaking about this earlier. Hot topic in social media.
Yes.
Tyrone and Brody.
And Brody.
They went at it.
They met up. They finally met up with each other.
Yes.
And it wasn't nice at all. It looked real crazy.
Yeah.
They looked like they turned up.
There's a lot of different opinions on that.
You think it was real? You think it was fake?
I think I'm gonna be real with you. Me and Coco were speaking about this before we came in. She made very good point.
They did it for the money.
We think it's a skit.
She pointed out a lot of major things that would lead it, or made me believe that can be the way it went down. Now, when I saw the video, this is what I was telling. When I saw the video before she had said that, I'm like, the first thing I wanted to see when I saw the video was I'm gonna differ to see if it's fake or it's real. Then I'll go in to see who won and who lost.
Right.
And like I said, if they did it, if they acted this thing out, it's a pretty fucking good job for some Instagram actors, man.
But even see a knockout.
Tyrone looked scared to death.
You see how big Brody is?
Brody's a house. I wouldn't even play myself. Once I know somebody like that looking for me. And you know what's funny about social media? Like, you always get it right before the drama starts, and then it cuts off right before it really gets popping. So if you saw the video, guys, the first one I saw was the video turns on and his man goes, there you go, right there. Yeah. What a coincidence, you know what I mean? That's what made me believe to what Coco was saying. And maybe these guys are smart enough and learning how to get this money through social media.
Speaking of entertainers, you heard about Tyrese?
Oh, Ty, he was on the one train on Brooklyn.
He was on the Q train, it looked like.
That's what it was?
It looked like the Q train. I'm not too sure. It looked like the Q train. However, he was on the train selling his album.
Yes. He was pitching that yeah, that he left the major labels now.
Yeah,
he's doing his own.
He's doing his own stuff.
I thought it was, for me being from Brooklyn, I thought it was cool that they said he took a train going through Brooklyn. I wouldn't think any celebrity would pick that route.
And he went. Did you see the video with the guy giving him the pound?
Yes.
And he damn near
broke his hand.
I'm like, come on, son, you ODing.
That's
you taking it too far.
Tyrese, that's what you get for taking a Brooklyn train.
Yeah. He was slapping his hands like it was ridiculous.
You met the Wildcat from Brooklyn on that train.
Yeah, that was a real Brooklyn dude. That's that Black Rose Mission, though, Tyrese album. Yeah, it is. Yeah,
on another wild cowboy case, Bill Cosby,
that's
man.
Crazy,
admitted to drugging women.
It was in some documents. Yeah.
He admitted it. That's what's like that's
pretty much
not Dr. Cosby.
Yeah.
Saying all those memes made him do.
Yo.
But you know what I think it is, to be honest with you guys, I really think that, he was in a setting, and in that setting, that Halloween setting, there's allegedly it's a lot of stuff that's around that you have access to that world. Very true. You know what I mean? And I probably think that they was probably going into detail, hey, boo, what up, man? It's right there. And like, yo, you should take that. Boom. Yeah, boom, boom, real quick. And she kind of like did, but probably didn't want to. But he was like, yo, just take it, yo.
That's exactly where the drinks came in.
You know what I'm saying?
Right when you get that, no. You be like, drink something. You're gonna feel a little bit better after that.
Right. It probably kind of.
It's crazy.
Probably went, not saying that it did. Not saying that
the timing was crazy too. Like 40 women came out. Yeah, like it happened, and then like this happened to Tiger Woods too. So
the one that amazes me the most, I think, is Janice Dickinson.
Yo, my God, she was going hard.
Yeah, she was like, if she could speak to him right now, she'll tell him to chop his testicles off, and all this type of crazy stuff.
She was going in. That's what it is.
Yeah, I don't.
That's like Shorty suing 50 Cent. They all want that money.
Yes, 50, but he has to pay.
5 M's.
50 has to pay for leaking that video of Rick Ross's baby mother. He has to pay. He has to ante up that bread.
Yep. So it's $5 million for damages, infliction of emotional distress caused to Rick Ross's baby mother in a sex tape put online. by
Marissa
50 Cent.
Nasha.
What one thing I heard about
They're
it.
making a lot of money these days.
Oh yeah, and I heard that 50. This was 50 saying. 50 saying that the dude who gave him the sex tape gave it to him. Yeah, like she knows I'm giving you this.
Yeah.
So you
take
can
it.
do what you want to do. That
Right.
was that. That's
That
what
was the
50
deal.
said. I don't know if that's how it went down.
Allegedly.
Yeah, but that's what 50 said.
Well, not allegedly now because he's guilty. So I
Yeah,
guess.
5M's guilty.
5M
He's done.
guilty. So it's not no longer alleged. We can say he did it.
And big shout out to the USA women's soccer team.
Yes.
And why I say big shout out is because the men's USA soccer team is trash.
Ay, ay, ay.
But fortunately, the women's soccer team, not only did they win the Women's FIFA World Cup,
They kicked ass.
they broke records.
Kicked ass.
So definitely shout out to them. I'm a
Yes.
fan now. I
Yes.
will follow and I will watch you guys every time that you play.
Yes.
Great game. Make sure you support them. USA Women's Soccer Team, FIFA World Champions 2015. So we got into Tyrese on the subway, Tyrone and Brody, 50. Oh my God. When does it end with the Kardashians? Why am I? It's always something.
What did they?
Tiger scandal now. You know, he messes with, what is it, Kylie or...
He messes with Kylie.
Yeah, and they have issues because of her age, and he's been going through that situation. But now he's joined Mr. C
Mr. C.
in the bracket of being caught with a tranny. No disrespect to Mr. C.
No, honey, not caught. He's been allegedly messing with her from 2013.
Woo! Jesus.
Okay, let's get it right now.
Tiger.
While he was with China now.
Oh my God.
He was,
Oh, bullshit.
no, but you know who did come out and said something? You can listen to it on Celebrity XO. She was on lip service. Sydney Starr. Sydney Starr is the one who messed up Chinky career. Remember the one that took
I've
that
heard
picture
of-
with?
yes,
Took the
yes.
picture with Chinky.
Tranny, right?
Yeah, the tranny took the picture with Chinky, and she said she had relations with him. And ever since she said that, his career was completely the
Over.
fuck over. Over. Done. Finito. So then she's gonna come out and say a few little nice lines talking about Tiger. He was my boyfriend first, and she enjoyed eating his booty like groceries and all this good stuff.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, she said all this on Instagram. All of that on Instagram. Yeah.
That
and you
is
can hear it.
Yeah, so as you heard Coco say, Tyga was messing officially with this tranny. Damn. I mean, I wasn't really a Tyga fan, but hold your head, buddy. That's a hard one to dig out of, man. That is a hard one to dig out of.
Yeah, and then he got more.
Pause.
Like, and then there's more. And there's another one that came out that looked like Kylie Jenner that said she had something with him as well.
A tranny?
Yeah, another
That
one.
looked like Kylie?
Yeah.
Damn.
So it's like 3 of them right now.
Oh.
So
Well,
he,
And I think it goes back to what you said earlier about this Hollywood.
Yeah.
Like, something's
Yeah.
going on back
Yeah.
behind those.
Behind those doors. I ain't got no time.
Listen, man, before we take a music break, we just want to thank some of the supporters that have been holding down the Vandal. That's Vola Vida, King Amsterdam, who will be on the show this month, Classic Material, KA1, Kevin Michael, Min, DRH, OS,
501, Gons, the High Post Crew, Joes, Ecto, Playboy Bird, Reality Check, Pyro the Arsonist, Rebs HDM, AC2, countless others.
and everybody who supports and shows love to the Vandal. Listen, we're going to take a quick music break with DJ Swift, and when we come back, we'll have BEAU in the building. Bo.
Y'all fucking names.
Yeah, man, it's Bo.
Get it right.
We will have Bo
Bo.
in the building,
Bo.
chopping it up with the Vandal live on DTFradio.com. So don't go nowhere. Swift.
Smoke it right now, roll up a hot skull Fonto.
That's gonna really make us fuck it up.
sector. Transport me to a sector where things only get better. No hate, no pressure. Transport me to a sector where things only get better. Transport me to a sector where things only get better. No hate, pressure. No pain, pleasure. Please, life work. On sweet the summer breeze. Maybe the winter winds wouldn't make hearts freeze. I believe things deemed impossible can be achieved. I believe things deemed impossible can be achieved. If we could see past our own believe things deemed impossible can be achieved. If we could see past our own greed, transcend and succeed, way beyond expectation, breaking all boundaries to reap the fruits of our very own creation.
Yo.
AKA Joey Sucio, VX, what up? Get 'em. I'm drinking Sally, Palm and the fatty, they call me. I'm drinking Sally, Palm and the fatty, they call me daddy. As soon as they wanna marry, I'm calling this the caddy. Be happy, you had to pay for this. I'm drinking Sally, Palm and the fatty, they call me daddy. As soon as they wanna marry, I'm calling that bitch the caddy. Be happy, you had to pay for the night. She screamed to God like she had that bright light in the sight. I'm drinking, I'm all that matters. My rival status is he the Sally, Palm and the fatty, they call me daddy. As soon as they wanna marry, I'm calling that bitch the caddy. Sally, Palm and the fatty, they call me daddy. As soon as they wanna marry, I'm calling that bitch the caddy. Sally, Palm and the fatty, they call me daddy. As soon as they wanna marry, I'm calling that bitch. Be happy, you had a pipe for the night. She screamed to God like she had that bright light in the sight. I'm all that matters. My rival status is he the shit. And for the people that don't agree, you can't eat it too. Sucio gang is a new cocaine, a whole new lane. Our aim is to show you change. I'm a fuck with me, you a goner from the school of hard knocks, and I graduated with honors. Cooler than Nirvana, I'm gonna take it from here. I'm bringing life to your ears as I'm drinking these rappers' tears. Wanna stain beat. I'm from the Bronx, I bought the massive Frank B. Cooler than Queen. Everybody look angry, I'm bringing rap back. You motherfuckers thank me. Gun in my bubble coat, niggas out here is cutting throats. Life's about the money, starting on niggas and hope. I'm living comfortable, beef from the block is nothing new. My nigga keep it static, keep it up fighting, we cutting dudes. Yo, we look like my Dutch guts. Got your bitch under my armpits like nunchucks. If niggas reminding me of Shanae, I punch him in the face and I got him doing the nay-nay. I got this NBC still peeping through my pores. All I gotta do is call and they waiting on all fours. If I ever wanted more, they be lining up at my door. Wonder how they want a wife when I'm treating them like a hoe. Goddamn. Felt like love to them, it felt like nothing to me. I BMC so long, I bring something to read. Fucking with me, I had these niggas sleep under the seat. Hunger for fame, rappers looking like something to eat. Bon appetit with the bones, I'm picking my teeth. Smoking sticky weed, I spit for days if they give me a beat. I'm from the boom pad, mouth and matching the do-rag. Spitting off the dome, they like, how the fuck does he do that?
Cooler than the cooler with a juice in it. Hotter than the party shut down in 5 minutes. Rooftop chillin', surrounded by fine women. Guapo on the deck, supplying the vibes hitting. Nutcracker money with a Metro card. Gave the skunk to my honey, put it in her bra. Always bring the funk with all disregard. Never holding back my punches, I don't take no scar. Cooler than the cooler with a deuce in it. Cooler than the cooler with a deuce in it. Cooler than the party shut down, deuce in it. Hotter than the party shut down in 5. Rooftop chillin', surrounded by fine women. Guapo on the deck, supplying the vibes hitting. Nutcracker money with a Metro card. Gave the skunk to my honey, put it in her bra. What it is, yo, what it is. Never holding back my punches, I don't take no scars. What it is, yo, what it is. If I got anything to do about it, I wanna. What it is, yo, what it is. Be trippin' when there's wisdom all in my vision. I leave the bicker to the squirrels and the pigeons. Twirled in others' business. We grew up from that kid-ish, or nah. No more asking permission. We still the same old misfits. What up? What it is, yo, what it is. What it is, yo, what it is. What it is, yo, what it is. What it is, what it is, what it is, what it is. What it is, yo, what it is. What it is, yo, what it is. What it is, yo, what it is, what it is.
Pharaoh, rising above the cattle. Wild, wild west, they Tyson enticing the battle. Pharaoh, rising above the cattle. Wild, wild west, enticing the battle. Pharaoh, rising above the cattle. Wild, wild west, they enticing the battle. The victor or the loser, you be the latter. Baby girl, she choosing, oh, you mad at her. But shorty want the ring with the rocks like Saturn. I'm oblivious to unforeseen patterns. I'm flavorful, but unwilling to cater to. Whoa, I love women, but I ain't loving these dwarfs. I'm trying to visit all around the world, though. But if anything, I'm trying to fly solo. Imagine me bringing a chick, that's a no-no. That's bringing sand to the beach like stones throw. When in Rome, I'm doing like in Africa, trying to mingle with a tribe queen. I'm a bachelor above the influence, girl. I meant what I said, like she got a bulletproof on my main for hell.
What it is, yo, what it is. What it is, what it is, yo, what it is. 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 What it is, what it is.
You're listening to the Vandal Hour live on thevandalhour7.12.15.
Yes, sir. Before we get into our first guest, Coco had a good point. We missed something real quick.
Shout out to Serena Williams.
Definitely. 21st Grand Slam title.
Yeah, she did that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So definitely shout out to her. But tonight on the Vandal Hour, we have a writer that's been doing this thing in New York City. He's more than just a writer. He's an artist. His work is scattered throughout the U.S. and Europe, from walls to canvases. He's collaborated with Depp, YKK, OGM, and Noxa DOD. It's our pleasure to introduce to you BEAU.
How you doing?
What's going on?
Not much, man. First of all, I'd just like to thank you guys for taking the time to have me on the show.
Thank you.
It's a nice little establishment you guys got here.
Appreciate that.
You know?
We're gonna get right into it. For the people that might be new to you and your work, can you give them a little background on yourself?
A high school dropout. I was always drawing, painting, earning art awards growing up. So it was kind of just like I was born into it. I didn't really have a choice. Genetic alignment is how I refer to it.
Okay.
You know? So that's my thing. But then I've always been interested in all different styles and mediums of art, including graffiti and street. Well, I'm sure most graffiti artists consider me a street artist because when I moved to New York in 2008, I seen everybody was throwing up a hand style or a throw up that kind of looked the same. It's beautiful for the community, but it's why I was trying to hit the art world and try to get into the art world's state of mind, because I'm trying to make a living off of my paintings.
Of course.
I'm not trying. That's my 9 to 5. I'm my own boss, and painting enables me to do that. It's an alchemy.
Okay. Now you said before you moved to New York, where did you come from?
I come from. My father was in the Navy, so I was born in Groton, Connecticut, 84.
Okay.
Florida by 85, 86 through 89, Hawaii, and then Washington State, Florida. But I've been around. But see, where my tie comes into New York City is my mother. She's Puerto Rican from 125th.
Okay.
On the east side, I think of Roosevelt, right? The Roosevelt projects, the brick projects, right? And she grew up with 4 other sisters.
Where you was leaving your mark before you got here?
I caught my first tag in the city back in, I came to visit in like 96, and my mom's, my aunt, she gave me these, the Deco pens and a mini red can. And I don't remember what street it was in Harlem, but we stopped and she let me out and I ran and caught a tag broad day. I was probably like 6th grade, but I was compelled to do so because when my parents divorced, my father met another Puerto Rican woman, and then, and she, from a previous relationship, her stepson was tagging, so she had a book in her possession, aerosol art. and I'm sure you guys know what Harry Chalfant did the book. And that's when I started seeing Lee and Chico and Scene and those dudes, Dondi, on the trains. I was completely enamored, brought in forever.
Those trains were crazy.
I mean, it was.
You say you caught your first tag in '96, right?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, right.
When did you understand or start to understand exactly what graffiti was?
I knew of it as I knew in my gut when I lived in Florida and I lived in the country in Washington that I had to do it. I didn't know what it was then. I had an idea of what mainstream society imposed on my mind of what it was, that it was relative to gang culture and this and that. But to me, it wasn't that because I wasn't exposed to that. So it was more of like a need to seek adventure. Get your name out amongst the other community, you know, and it was something I instinctively knew. But when I came to New York and then I bombed for the first 2 years as what people would again consider to be a street artist, after I learned the ropes I mean, I always did little throw-ups and little hand styles and wild styles, you know, growing up. But I came here trying to stand out. But now that I've been so immersed in the culture, I can't wait to have my comeback with the throw up, with the straight. I got that down. I got confidently will throw up in, you know. But anyways,
who stood out to you when you got here?
Who stood out to me? I was living in Far Rockaway area, so I had to take the A line from Mott Street into the city. It took me 2 hours to come every time. And who was out there was Foe, F-O-E. J.A. was out there really. I forgot some of the. It's been so many years since I've been out there. Map was out there off that line, off the A line. So those were the first that I really saw. But man, it's been so many. I have respect for so many riders out there. I mean, you know the community's quite large.
Yes.
Even though it's small, but I mean, there's a lot of people doing shit. People say graffiti's dead, but I mean, there's so many different facets to graffiti. You got different psychologies and different types of people from different tax brackets doing graffiti now. You got the hipster guys, you got the real graffiti dudes from Brooklyn or the Bronx, or you know, you got people like me who have links to the city, and I walk a fine line because I'm a fine artist, but I also consider myself a graffiti artist, and I want to strive to be more like the dudes getting up now.
Okay.
Eventually.
Which definitely comes with a culture of New York City. If you're doing art in New York City, so I'm glad to hear you say that you're motivated in that direction of outside of what feeds you.
Right.
The hand styles and the wild style and getting.
That was my before I even it was and I do music too. Before I even understood myself as a fine artist, I was copying Henry Chalfant pieces right out of that book. You know, I remember the lead or the leader Scene had the ones with the crushed rocks breaking you know, on the racquetball court.
What age was that?
What age was that? That was in '97. So I was 7th grade.
Wow.
You know, and I was living in Florida, and there was maybe one other person who wrote. And it's funny because the universe, you naturally attract those kind of people it just happens. Right. Even when I moved to Washington, there was another artist at my school at the time, and we kind of attracted each other. And he was trying to be a writer. And nothing like the precedent that New York writers set, obviously.
Now you spell it BEAU.
Correct.
Pronounced
It's
BEAU.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of people have pronounced it BEAU.
Yes.
So if I say it fast, if I say it fast, they'll be like, "Is your name Bill?" You know.
But it's the reason why. It's the reason why.
That was my legal name. And then when I came here, I mean, my first tag name was like Loner or something like that. Because, but when I came here, I was like, what am I gonna do? You know, what sometimes I look back and I think it was a bad move, but it happened, you know, like because when I got popped the first time, they're like, "Oh yeah, we know who Bo is," and then I pull out my ID and it says BEAU, you know. But you know, either way, if you're caught out there, and I mean,
I mean, well, first of all, you're on the Vandal without a mask.
Right.
So
I'm not sweating that shit.
No, of course not,
Right,
which
right.
is not even a problem. But it shows that you have a real passion for what you do. And I'm not taking away anything from the other guys. Some people are in different situations.
Right.
And they are not able to put their face out there.
But they'll put themselves all over Instagram though. I mean, and that's here's the thing, is like
Okay, I didn't see that coming.
Graffiti has really changed, in my opinion, because growing up it was about, and this is really internet. This was America Online. It was about anonymity. It was about being a ninja. It was about. It wasn't about the hype of I'm gonna go catch this tag, and I've succumbed to it, and then go post it real quick. You know.
That makes a lot of sense. I have to agree.
So I even envision a comeback where I only tell my closest cohorts this is what I'm doing right now, because it's really not to me about, getting known. It's about the ritual of a craft that's hard to do.
Yes.
Okay, these guys are risking their freedom and sometimes their life, because you never know what could happen. A cop might think and you get shot on accident, as we've seen before in the past and lately.
I've said that myself. Sometimes you walk by the streets. For the people who are not even familiar with the graffiti world, sometimes you walk by and a piece of art on the wall catches your eye. You don't know what these guys or girls had to go through in the short amount of time watching over there. However they do it, I don't like putting it out there anyway, but however that they do it, just know that they were there for a limited amount of time with a very few eyes watching out for them.
And managed to
every name, every feeling has a story.
Right. And to keep your composure under that pressure, oh man, like most of my missions were always dolo and kind of, it was just kind of based off of emotions, I almost think that the cosmos was leading me in on certain things, but now that I've met so many writers and I've seen so many documentaries, you learn the game, and I really want to approach it from a strategic point of view where I go fucking 18 years without getting caught, and you didn't know that I was that dude, and I was doing it because I really, really love it.
When you first started writing seriously, did somebody put you on to the graph game? Was it something that you just said, you know what, I'm doing this is what I'm doing? Was there somebody who put you on, a mentor, somebody taught you?
I'd go back to that book again, but when I moved here, it was necessity is the mother of invention. I needed to survive, and I was 25, and I'm a high school dropout. I don't have a formal schooling education. I put everything I've had into my fine art production. And to me, there's really no difference in the two, the fine art, the graffiti. It's at the end of the day, it's all coming out. Everybody's gonna try to categorize it, things, and that's fine. That's what humans do. But,
So, was it out? You said the book. What book were you speaking of when you said that?
That Henry Chalfant, and I forgot the other dude, aerosol art with the little character in the front.
Spray can art.
Spray can.
Spray can. I think it was aerosol art.
Aerosol art?
Yeah, because I looked it up recently.
That book is fresh.
Yeah, but that was like my introduction. I didn't,
So when you came into New York and you were doing your thing on the graph scene, who was the first or one of the first people to accept you inside to that?
Well, it's funny because recently I did this collaboration with Det, and around
How was that?
That was that turned out pretty good. That was fun, and
we'll get into that.
Yeah. But
we'll get into
so
that.
basically, this is kind of rare how it all pulls up. I was seeing his little floaties around, and Cuddy really spots you got to move and get into. I got one next to him actually, and someone recently clipped it. But anyways, I had an interview by Complex Magazine, and we took a picture of this wall, and I gave Det a shout out. So ever since then, I had this respect for him. It was a mutual respect, and we got pretty different styles. Although, like I said, I've evolved with the graffiti thing, and try to adapt my approach to the typical New York. Beautiful. I love it. The straight letter or bubble letter. But he was one of the first dudes that I met. We haven't hung out that often, but there's a psychological chemistry, that exists. But I've worked with a lot of different artists, most of the graffiti artists, and I could give a fuck less if I ever work with most of them again.
I hear you.
It's unfortunate.
I hear you.
I try to keep an open mind, and try to help everybody out and try to work with anybody I can. But people are stubborn, or they'll block you. They don't even know you. You never even met me, man.
It's true.
Quit pulling together this assumption. I mean, from the Matrix. You're building from the Matrix. Just, you know, I've done it. I'm guilty of it myself. You know, but anyways.
Very true, though. Very true. Listen, if you're tuned into the Vandal Hour, BEAU is in the building. We're going to take a short music break, and when we come back, we're going to finish this conversation with BEAU on the Vandal Hour on DTFradio.com. Stay tuned.
Consume frequently, more perhaps when you tired of them MCs with them preschool raps. Inhale the beat quickly, metabolize. Don't believe me? Just look at my eyes. I'm fond of the kitty, call me Catnip J. They either rubbing on me or looking my way. Probably cause he transference is their preference. Wanna know how he hot? Use this as your reference. Not enough? Child, please, I got plenty. Roll your new favorite MC if you ain't had any.
Feeling euphoric. Looking good, whatever you call it. Feeling good, looking good. Your soul moving forward, hot on light. Ain't nobody in my way. Feeling good, Mortimer, looking good. Billy Ray, feeling euphoric. Looking good, whatever you call it. Feeling good, looking good. Your soul moving forward, hot on light. Ain't nobody in my way. Feeling good, Mortimer, looking good. Billy Ray, yeah.
What up, beloved? Love it when it comes to me as such a pleasure. The endeavors of the hash and Dutch. Clutch the jewelry, do me, baby, be the attitude. Cause I be making moves like it matters, dude. Rockin' from Warrior, just as to the euphoria. From 105 Boulevard called Astoria to bright lights with flash bulbs of glow, spitting masterful flow. Got me picking my ball flow. It's like they ride collide to never ride. I think they broke. Jerobi, Craig G, and Drez. Now tell me who the thunk. We bring the buster baggy funk just for broken mugs. My rhyme equivalent to copious amounts of drugs. Explosive plates, got cities and catatonic states. We go with apes, smoking love, we planning up grapes. Not competition, I'm demolition. My niggas notice we run through Casper Green, osmosis.
Baby, no, I'ma need everything. Baby, no, I'ma need everything.
take them down. My young niggas don't play around. Got a silencer, don't make a sound. Got 30 clips and 100 rounds. Take them down. And I'm smoking dope up out the bound. Always knows that boy a clown. New York is Chirac, that's the town. Take them down. All my niggas, they shootin'. ODA 600, that's the movement. All the bad bitch choosing. And all the op niggas, they losing. Don't let me catch a nigga snoozing. Shoot him burning, now he clueless. Say you get money, bring it and prove it. You ain't getting no money, fuck what you doing. Real killer Scarface. See the nigga in club all day. And the nigga scared cause we in the building. We been doing the shit all day. Ain't no camera, we shoot shit like Broadway. Nigga learn take them down. My young niggas don't play around. Got a silencer, don't make a sound. Got 30 clips and 100 rounds. Take them down. And I'm smoking dope up out the bound. Always knows that boy a clown. You're shine right, that's the town. Take them down.
I see these fuck niggas lurking. Fuck with the wrong person. Zip them up like some persons. I know a couple shooters. Hardcore like a cooler. My young boys put the work in. Now this a true fact. I ride the bees in the track. 4 niggas start working, so take 600. If a nigga see a op, then I'm gon' start squirting. All my niggas, they shooting. ODA's the movement. She giving brain like she stupid. These niggas pussy ain't do shit. I lay him down like I tuck him in. Chewy pants, Fendi bucket lid. Never wife or die, but I'll fuck a friend. I'm the president, no government. I know I'm the hardest. My flow so retarded, like Oscar the Groucho. These niggas is garbage. I bodied these niggas or any of these artists. Ain't talking about Drake, but the bottom I started. You're not in my circle, then you is a target. I'm clouded so much that I feel like a Martian. My niggas, they ride so they chill when I'm parking. My niggas ain't hungry, my niggas is starving.
My young niggas don't play around. Got a silencer, don't make a sound. Got 30 clips and 100 rounds. Take them down. And I'm smoking dope up out the bound. Always knows.
Yo, welcome back to the Vandal Hour. Before we left off the segment, we were speaking of Devin YKK, who was recently featured on the Vandal Hour. I heard y'all had a show at Vola Vida recently. How did that go?
That again, Det brought me into that on some random shit. That was good. That would turn out real good. That was actually one of the 4 shows I'm in this month. Okay. And that just kind of came out of, and then you guys hit me up, so it's getting busier every day.
As it should be.
We only hope, even for our enemies, you know. I hope them the best. You know.
How would you describe yourself as an artist versus a writer?
I think it's subjective to the moment in time. Like right now, I got some legal issues I'm dealing with, so I mean, I'm not gonna write when I've got already existing charges. I'm not a fucking idiot. I got rent to pay every month. Mama ain't here to pay my rent. I know when to put things aside. You know, it's a lifestyle. You just can't be doing. I mean, when you're 20 or up to 25, you could do whatever kind of. But I'm 31, so it's time to pay bills and look for when I'm 50.
Very true.
It's because maybe I want to take 2 months off and bomb when I'm 50. While these other fools, they might have done it now, but they're not. How they paying rent then? So I'm trying to think ahead and try to be somewhat responsible, so my standard of living is comfortable. I want to be, and also be able to help other artists out. I mean, I haven't had much help, but enough to get me here in this moment in time, which I'm thankful for. I got some bread in my pocket. I got plenty of trees to burn. I got barbecue chicken at the house waiting. So
good, comfortable, like you said.
Yeah,
comfortable. What mediums do you like using art-wise?
Everything. I love oil paint. I love acrylic paint. I'll do some sculpture in stone with welding, you know. But right now, my what's most affordable and most accessible to me and what I have a good turnover with is paintings. You know, whether they're spray paint based or mixed media, up to the point where I got 5 different things going on one thing, and then it's covered with polyurethane or something. You know.
That shit sounds crazy.
Yeah, and it's just fun, you know. Well, why limit yourself to doing one thing? You know. I got people telling me in my ear, like, yo, you gotta have a style. People gotta know you by da-da-da-da-da. My style is multiple styles, you know, and it's also happened at a default because I've wanted to make a living off my work. So I've been able to say, okay, you need a portrait painted, I'll do that. You want a football helmet painted, I'll paint you that. You know, you want Derek Jeter looking like, you know, I will do that.
Right.
I painted a cop's badge once back in 2009. For real. a retired dude's cop. And it was while I was working, I don't know if you remember, but it was on Orchard Street next to Shut. They turned that one little, it's Tammany Hall now, but it used to be called Doghouse Saloon for like a summer in 2009.
Doghouse.
It was cheesy.
On Orchard?
On Orchard, right next to Shut, right across from Reed Space.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I painted most of their sign work in there, and he found me on the street on Stanton and Orchard on the north side where there's actually a Fumero mural over it now.
Yep.
You know what I'm talking about.
I'm in that area every single day.
Yeah, right across from Arlene's.
I work in Cats.
There you go. You know, yeah. I had painted a Frida Kahlo mural, and I redid when she cut her hair. She's sitting down and she, you know. But anyways, that's how I started, man. Was on some magical. Take initiative too. I had to take a lot of initiative and dream big, you know.
Word.
You know, and I suggest everybody dream as big as, if you want to do something, dream as big as you can, and just take initiative. Exactly, and do it yourself. You know, as much as you possibly can. You know.
Go hard or go home.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. Chase your dreams.
Oh yeah, that was funny too when you said something about Cosby earlier, and he said, "Oh, he put it in the pudding." I was cracking up.
He wanted to let you know he caught that one.
I caught that one
in between the in-betweens. That's what's up.
He was passing it around.
I had to throw that in there though.
Of course.
Comedy's good.
Listen, in your opinion, what are the characteristics of a dope graph writer? A graph writer.
Obviously ups. And in the graffiti sense, obviously like a hand style, but that's been broken over the time. You got other writers who came into the mix that are like Jim Joe's one of them, which he's considered a graffiti.
Funny.
Huh?
He's funny.
Yeah, he's funny. He approached it from a funny point of view, but not the traditional style and sense of like getting his name up. You know, I'm sure you remember back in 2009 and remember the wavy thing he had. So like
that one.
The game's changed, but for a traditional graffiti artist, it's like the basic facets. You got to have the straight letter down. I mean, a bubble letter, but that's a formula that's like a precedent that all writers can have kind of set unsaid, right? But there's no rules on for what a graffiti artist is to be. Obviously, it depends on what subject matter you choose to depict on the wall.
Who do you think got a nice hand style?
Who do I think's got a nice hand style? I'm not paying attention to graffiti much right now because I'm so fed up. I've had so many fallouts this year, but I'm trying to think, man. You know, you got this guy Piskett on the 7 line that no one really knows.
That guy rags everybody.
I mean, I haven't seen him on other lines.
Were you talking about hand style?
He be in East New York doing some of that shit.
See, I've never seen him out in East New York.
They come
but as far as his hand, like, you know, there's this young kid Faez. He's pretty good. Faes. He kind of reminds me. He took from JA a little bit. I could see it. Like, it just kind of looks like it has that kind of flow. But
okay, let me ask you this: what's the inspiration behind the bow face?
I don't know. I just I guess that was my throw up at that time. That's all I can think. And I usually I'd write some type of political thing because at that time I was trying to like levitate people's consciousness and think that you could try to change the world. But I learned that the hard way, that you kind of just got to worry about you.
Very true.
One of my boys, he does like a funny face. And he does like it says like little quotes and stuff.
Right.
Like if it smells like trout, get out.
Right.
DRAG.
Outside of Graph, who are some of the artists you studied?
Outside of Graph, I mean, pretty much, you know, any basic the staples of the obviously the art world, the Van Gogh, you know, and now like these guys like Kondo and Richard Prince and Tom Sachs, and so, but I you know, I don't really even care, you know, I mean, I got to make I don't have time really anymore, you know.
Respect it.
You know, but I mean, I've done my fair share of putting in time and studying, you know. You know, one of my favorite graph writers who's a painter is Jesse Edwards. He's a great painter. He's you know, classic artist. So it goes to show you that you got different types of graffiti people who are doing different types of art, you know.
Yeah.
Successfully.
Right,
He
successfully.
does some nice art.
Yeah, he does.
Outside of Graph, what artists you study?
Outside of graph, what art?
16.
So, yeah, since you said you was a loner earlier and I see you don't really push crews, why is that?
I don't want to have to identify and worry, like, I don't need a crew, you know what I mean? Like, I got friends and the universe puts me in touch with certain people, and that's kind of how I base it. I mean, maybe I would crew up one day, but I don't need to I feel like I don't need to identify myself or crew up. Like I'm not afraid to get my ass kicked. I'm not afraid to do some ass kicking. I avoid that at all costs, obviously, because humans by nature follow the path of least resistance. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're a big ass motherfucking Remo. At the end of the day, you don't really want to fight. You know, we want to just chill, get comfy with our lady or whatever you're into, and, you know, get stoned for me and have some snacks and try to just build and focus on my work. You know.
As of right now, are you down with any crews?
No, I've never been. And
I just want to make it clear for the people that are listening.
Right, yeah.
So right now, he's not, and those are your reasons, and respectful. And understandable.
And I feel like also, you know, crews had the tendency to turn people against each other, you know, but maybe that's just an aspect and a part of what graffiti is. But that's how humans are. I mean, women gossip amongst women, you know.
It's like a full contact sport.
Grocery store baggers, I'm sure, like complaining about Johnny, like, yo, yeah, he's getting in the extra hours of me this week, you know. So there's always bickering amongst, you know, units of different, you know, peoples.
True.
Yo, you and Noxa, y'all did a collaboration. How was that?
That was good, man. He's a great artist. He's productive. He takes it in his own hands. And I respect any artist, even if I got drama with you or you got for some contrived drama with me. I respect people who work. I gave Dead a canvas. The next day it was done. I'm sure the next 12 hours it was done. So, you know, to me it's all about work. Once you dead, you ain't leaving nothing behind.
Pretty much.
That's what I like about Revs too, because he does these pieces that are really, you know, they're gonna last centuries, you know, welded pieces.
Shit's so heavy.
Yeah, and not only that. Oh man, I've had it. Never mind, but I won't say that on this online. I ain't gonna tell that story right now.
Yo, how do you feel about the graph scene these days?
It's a lot of gossip. You know.
He said, she said.
Yep, that, and then people just trying to think they can make money off of art real quick. Like they can just pump. It takes years. I don't, you know, it takes years and it takes a lot of sacrifice. Hence, DOD, decades of dedication.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't make that up for a reason. They didn't. Oh, this just sounds cool. No, you know, it is. It takes fucking time. It's tough, and I'm willing to stick it out. You know, I got nothing else to do.
Right.
You know.
If you could describe yourself in one word, what would it be?
Tenacious.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's
a
good
one.
Why is that?
I got a spark, you know, that the universe gave to me, you know, and I'm not gonna be told that I can't make it, you know. I'm gonna do what I have to do. I don't know how it's gonna be done. Quite frankly, I don't think you should speculate. You should dream, but you should also be wrapped up in working. I mean, I've worked. Right now, I'm still doing commercial painting for work, you know, on the side. That's the first job I've had actually in over a year or so. that's commercial rather than selling my artwork, and I still undersell it. You know, you see, I'm sure I give it away on the street a lot. You know, I put it on the street and people get it. Today, someone hit me up. I didn't even know, some model chick. She's like, "Oh yeah, my ex has a piece of yours." I was like, "That's why I've been doing it."
That's right.
Laying little jewels, looking to the future. I'm like, "Oh yeah, that one's gonna come out in 2028, and Chrissy's is gonna be like, oh, we'll take that and put it on there for 50 grand."
There you go.
Like a Basquiat.
Now let me ask you this: you said earlier you're busy selling your artwork and stuff, so you haven't got too much time to pay attention to the graph scene. But when you did, just give me one name of somebody you felt that was doing their thing when you did have time, because I know obviously you've been busy.
Many people, like, and I wish I had a list to look over, because there's just so many fucking guys.
I know it is a tough question whenever we speak about picking names, but we're just curious sometimes to hear one name that will come right off the top.
Sifu is doing his thing.
There you go.
And I gotta say, because I come from Queens. Queens, the first place I ever lived for more than 3 or 4 years. I've lived in Queens for about 5. And I mean, it's home to me now. And Sifu definitely gets up. But there's so many dudes though. York does. You know, there's writers that are just kind of like stuck in their area. They don't really get in. Like the writers that aren't going to just Williamsburg or the Lower East Side to catch tags because they think they're going to catch some quick something off of that. You know.
Very true. Listen, if you're tuned into the Vandal Hour, Beau's in the building with us. Great interview, good time. Any last words?
Shout out.
Anything you want to say to the people tuned in?
Live life, man, and be creative, and try to keep your body healthy. Invest in a Vitamix. Start trying to juice. Get your mind right, you know, and because the world's going through some big changes, and I think humanity needs to be ready for it. You know, that's all I got to say is stay healthy.
Where can they find you?
Bars.
What's that?
We heard you got bars.
Yeah, I got a little something.
We're gonna get into that.
Yeah.
But
He got bars. He spit.
Ooh, I want to hear
I've
that.
been writing since '96.
Really?
97, yeah.
Oh, this should be interesting.
listen, we definitely gonna speak into that.
Yeah.
But thank you for stopping by.
Yeah, no hurry.
Into the Vandal Hour. Beau's in the building, and you heard it here. He's not down with any crews. So if tune into the Vandal Hour live on DTFradio.com. We're gonna take a quick music break, and when we come right back, we'll have our next guest in the building. Is the group, The Circle music group. We'll be in the building, so don't go nowhere. Swift, do what you do.
You don't need a million to look like a million, you know what I'm saying?
Nigga. When they see him, say that's that nigga. His last name should be that's that nigga. Sound kinda nice, that's that nigga. Never catch him with them plastic half-ass. When you hear it, you should hashtag nigga. When they see him, they say that's that nigga. His last name should be that's that nigga. 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 When they see him, they say that's that nigga. Nigga. When they see him, they say that's that nigga. His last name should be that's that nigga. When they see him, they say that's that nigga. Nigga. That's should be that nigga. Sounding not, that's nigga. Never with them the cat fast niggas. When you hear it, you should have. Pittsburgh for little bass ass nigga. White people, please do not recite the chorus. If you do, we'll wash your mouth with Laboris. Nigga!
Listen. And the boy better. I do it for real. You acting Andrew Lloyd Webber. Real McCoy leather from the back of the cow rasp. The culture power will kill you. Fuckers the full blast. I said the same thing twice. Telephone gun, my nigga, the thing ring twice. You a cock diesel nigga, extra chin sing tight. I'm a pop eagle nigga with the thing ring price. Sean is the first name. Fifth fire first motherfucker, the first flame. Earthlings leave their face in the street. You pick up your face and wait for police. But the father do floss. I make your mom suck my dick with barbecue sauce. Motherfucker.
Nigga. When they see him, they say that's that nigga. His last name should be that's that nigga. Sound kinda nice, that's that nigga. Never catch him with them plastic half-ass niggas. When you hear it, you should hashtag nigga. Pittsburgh for little bad-ass nigga. White people, please do not recite the chorus. If you do, we'll wash your mouth with Laboris. Nigga!
Bafashiki, 4/5 knock if you rockin', you die for leaving. Pop your beanie for rockin' the hot bikini. Transgender, blam blam, leaving your man injured. You perpetrating the fraud, penetrating the Floyd. Wild dance moves you be demonstrating on boys. 2 slaps and I'm dead in you. Give a nigga a lesson on how to catch a predator. Listen, my gun pop, somebody died, nigga. Your gun pop, somebody lied, motherfucker. Niggas sell more. I don't give a fuck. When I see them niggas give it up. Respect due, respect given. Beat the chess moves, huh? The best writtens. Bars better than y'all, the barbarian. Bars, bitch, like baby shit, get your shit right. You can't fuck with Ruck. You can't fuck with Buck. I get my brother's keeper. Please believe it's stuck. I am shot sprayed, hit niggas, the gun spit. I am not playing with niggas, not one bit. Gun drawn, I think trouble near me. Kill your seed, illa G, fucking double dared me. Showing deposits to pay might vary. Throw it in the closet and pray like carry. The power of price compels you. Fucking count with the powder that's white can sell too.
Yo.
Brownsville niggas remembering Ruck. I sold crack for Wayne, made 10 off a buck. Swear to God, boss. Strike me if I'm lying, ain't no fear in Sean Boss. Bag crack in the basement, shot niggas on camera. Black entertainment, motherfucker.
Zed on production. I don't even know what to say.
Okay. Paintings on my WhatsApp and my iPhone 2. The brown skin girls and the white ones. Paintings on my WhatsApp and my iPhone 2. Paintings on my WhatsApp and my iPhone. Paintings on my WhatsApp and my iPhone 2. The brown skin girls and the white ones. Paintings on my WhatsApp and my iPhone 2. The brown skin girls and the white ones too. Girls love me and I love them too. I was on the roads when Lizzie made I Love You. We'll talk about me, you better hashtag murky, hashtag murky. Can't chat about speed like my cabman search. Shout out to my big bro Wiley, that's a bad man from early. Look, I'm a boss man like Birdie, I'm a bad man like Serge.
I got gun, Phil.
If Graham's dead, then how am I here? How? Big man like me with a beard, look, how am I scared? How can I? God's wrath is the only power man fear. Couple skeng man and shower man here. Shower man down in my shower man gear. Yeah. Talk about me, you better hashtag problem. Adidas crepes, don't ask where I got them. Don't ask where they are, don't ask if I cop them. I go half of my team, I go half of my squad. Where'd you get Rolly from? Where'd you get Rolly from? DJ Swift. I do not know this one. Where do you know me from?
That's bitch, that's it. Get up.
Man, I'm trying to put my collies on. I do not know this one. Where do you know me from? Where do you know me from? Where do you know me from? Where do you know me from?
that. Can't chat about gal, I get loads of that. Man, know I'm a beast on stage. Don't make man go back to culture clash. What is it?
Yeah.
Peace, Vandals. You know what it is. It's the Vandal Hour live on DTFradio.com. Definitely. If you tuned in with us tonight, Bo just left the building. That was our first guest tonight. We're going to get into our second guest tonight in the building. We got a group representing the Bronx and Brooklyn doing their thing on the hip-hop scene. They work with artists like Immortal Technique. They have articles written about them. One of them is actually a host on DTFradio.com, The Spot, which comes on every Monday from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. So make sure you check that out. It's my pleasure, the Vandal Hour pleasure, to introduce to you Slim and Fats, aka The Circle.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yup. Thank you for having us. What's going on, y'all?
Thank you for stopping by on this Saturday night. For the viewers that might not know too much about The Circle, can you give them a little bit of background on yourselves?
All right. You want to go first? Fats.
I go by the name of Fats the Assassin.
Yeah.
From the Boogie Down Bronx. Representing,
of course,
just basically hip hop artists, regular working dude, just love this game. I love hip hop. I love everything that real hip hop encompasses, not anything commercial, anything fake, anything that has to do with branding and marketing and how much money I can make off of it. I love like grassroots everything.
Right.
You understand? I think one of my fondest memories of hip hop is banging on the lunch table and trying to keep the beat. And, you know what I'm saying? And like,
definitely,
just everybody like, oh my God, he's nice. You know what I'm saying?
Even if you didn't choose rap as you've done that in your lifetime.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Definitely.
That's what I like. I like just grassroots everything,
And yourself?
All right, I'm Good Time Slim, the other half of The Circle. As far as who or what we are, like he said, we like it's not fans of something. It's like when you grow up doing something, it's just what you are. So that's what we are. We're children of this culture. I all my early memories is hip hop. I don't have earlier memories than hip hop.
It's hip hop.
So that's what we are.
Nah, I gotta disagree with that.
What you got? What you got?
Nah,
what you got?
We are the era of the Beat It and Thriller jacket. So,
hold up.
Stop playing.
Wait. My Thriller jacket was gray though. I had the gray joint.
Was that red? You had the red and black joint?
I had the gray joint. If you had the red and black one, then you was somebody special.
Yeah.
Oh nah, but then you had the other people that had like the members only jacket and they tried to pull their sleeves up. Nah, pull your sleeves down. I'm a chill though. I'm showing my age right now. Chill.
I think we all are. We all into it.
How did The Circle become The Circle?
Oh shit, that's a funny story. We were when we first started. First of all, we were like a baby Wu-Tang. It was about 6 or 7 of us, right?
Right.
And the crew was called The Usual Suspects.
Right.
So me and Fats literally were the last 2 left from that 6-man, whatever the hell we were.
Okay.
So we were the ones that we paid for those sessions. We went to the showcases. We went out of state to go do with an opportunity to do 16s or other people's joints. Like we did all of that. We were the only ones that was like, yo, this is what we want to do. So you know what? It's like, yo, you know what? Later for everybody else, trim the fat on that. Cut the name. We became the Inner Circle because we was the inner circle of that. Then it was like, yo, that's whack. That's corny. That was him. He was like, yo, that shit is whack. So then we just became The Circle.
The Circle.
And then everything started like, to be honest, like from the beginning. I remember. He remembered too. First of all, we've been friends for like ever. I don't remember a point in my life when we weren't friends. We had a phone call, and it was like a conference call. And I had already been rapping first. Like I was always like playing, like I said, the high school and lunch tables. I was already dabbling with rapping, trying to be a rapper or whatever. And I remember he wasn't rapping, but I was like, yo, everything we do starts and ends about whose record we like, who's whack, who's garbage, da 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 da.
Everything was hip hop.
Everything is hip hop with us. Everything. Why we not doing it? Why we trying to get jobs and work for somebody else? But this is what we do all the time. We live this. So let's do it.
The words were literally spoken in that conversation. This is all we've ever been qualified to do. Like, that was spoken out loud. It was me, him, and it was another friend of ours.
Like, I remember, to be honest, like, you know, we went to high school in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? And,
shout out the graphics.
You know, we went to school in the 90s, so I remember, like, when these dope albums were coming out, like, we would be like, you know, back in the days when a dope album would come out, you ran to the record store.
Of course.
Ran to B Street.
You ran to B Street. Yo, we used to cut class to go to B Street. Real talk.
B Street, and there was another spot up on 125th in St. Nick.
Right.
Right on the corner. As soon as you came out the A train, it was
Right.
a record store right there.
Right.
Those are our two spots.
And it was a B Street on Fordham Road. People don't understand. It was the one on downtown Brooklyn, and there was a B Street on Fordham Road. We used to cut class to do this. I used to get I guess a stipend every day from my parents. You know what I'm saying? And there wasn't no like, oh, I'm gonna buy a lunch or buy sneakers or whatever. I'm buying singles and I'm buying records and whatever's dope that's out.
Whatever, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to get that.
That's where the money was going.
Right. That's all I cared about. So at the end of the day, it was like, yo, we were like, yo, this is all we ever lived. Why are we not doing it? You know what I'm saying?
Now, mind you, now when we going to school, we went to graphics.
Okay.
We were in the hallways. Like Tech and Steel went to graphics, Smith and Wesson.
BCC all day.
Like then the whole boot camp clique was in graphics.
Yeah.
With us, you know what I'm
Sticky
saying?
was in there.
Like
You know what
it
I'm
was
saying?
like Sticky Fingers.
Havoc
was there.
from Mom Deep was in
like
there.
I remember walking down the hall and thinking somebody fighting. We walked past and this Tech and Steel rapping. Like this is influential, yo. Like I'm like, yo, that's it. That's what it is right there.
Right.
Been doing it.
Yeah, just always around it. Like, you know, it's like a lot of people like I was just having this discussion the other day, real talk, like just real quick. I was having this discussion the other day. I remember two different eras of hip hop where I was like romanticized with it so greatly. 1988, I was like, oh my God, like we got so many dope albums in 88. Then again in 93 was like the second wave of like, there was so many dope ass albums that came out. It was like these two times in our lives, like is our developmental period that like, this is why people that are our age and in our demographic is like, we don't understand nothing that's going on right now, because when you go through that and you were there in those periods, that personifies what hip hop is. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, going through that was like, we live for the music. It was like, oh my God. Like, I always tell people, like, it was a soundtrack to my life. I know everybody remembers when Juice came on. And he was getting dressed and the shit was banging. I used to drive my mother crazy. Yo, getting ready for school, I used to drive my mom crazy. Because, yo, I had to have the music cranking and getting dressed, and that was the soundtrack to our life. So at the end of the day, it's like, this is why is the disconnect between the boom bap era and what's going on now.
Right now.
You know what I mean?
Big
That's the
difference.
disconnect.
Big
you know?
difference.
That era was the steel, sharpened steel era.
Right.
Because everybody was coming out trying to match up or outdo a previous classic. That's just what it was. It's not like that anymore.
Right.
I have a two-part question for you.
Okay.
How long have you guys been together as a group? And describe your guys' sound.
Okay.
As a group, you want to say 98, like right before the new millennium hit, that's when we got serious. Right then, that's when we started.
About 2000.
Yeah, like that's when we started doing showcases hard all around the city. We was in every open mic you could find anywhere. That's when we started getting our bearings as a duo around that time. So yeah, right as the millennium came in.
Right.
I know you guys just spoke about the root and everything. That pretty much almost describes your sound of music and what people would be expecting from you guys.
Right.
Like, there's so many different, that's another conversation I was having. It's hard to say, everybody wants to throw the GOAT on somebody. And music is so subjective, hip hop is so subjective that it's like, you can't do that. But our sound is basically, we're moved by the music. Like if it don't touch us, like we don't do it.
Right.
And it has to be equal parts. Our beat selection process is crazy.
All right, let me ask you this then.
What do you think is the goal?
We can get to that. We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Let me ask you this. Being from New York and as deep rooted as you guys are into hip hop,
right?
The South right now seems to have a big run in the game. Now, how do you feel about it? But everyone has their opinion on the style of music. Some call it commercial,
right?
And that's what's out there now,
right?
Not that you guys will collab, but how do you feel about that?
About the South?
Not the South in general, the sound coming out and being the successful, and them being the headliners of that commercial stuff.
Let me say this. Right now, every region, you got here, East Coast, then you got down South, then you got Midwest, you got West Coast. Every region always had their sound. What the South sounds like now, they always sounded like that.
Okay.
What the Midwest sounded like, always sounded like that. We just live in the social media era where everything is accessible now. So literally all those sounds and all those years of being suppressed, it's not suppressed anymore. So people are really speaking about, look, we have something to say about this. As far as the South being on top, yo, it's a simple thing. They're unified. It's a simple thing.
I have to agree with that.
It's a simple thing.
Yeah, they are.
I'm gonna throw it out there. I'm not gonna blame 50, but when 50 Cent showed everybody that beefing can blow you up, yo, East Coast
everybody changed
took
the
to
map.
that and just like, yo,
Changed
that's
lanes.
how I'm gonna do it. And that's what happened. And yo, and everybody else is out. Everybody else is on some.
And I think New
we'll
York
get money together.
I think New York is still moved for self.
Right, right.
That's what we was built off of. So it's everybody's for self in New York. They're not gonna unite. Everybody want to say my song is hotter than yours. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it should be.
In some case, yeah. But at the same time, I can still support you.
You can.
My music can be hot, but I can still support you.
You know what my problem is though? I feel like this. When you've been the strongest dude in the room for the longest time, and you've been smacking everybody around, and everybody in the room is afraid of you, then you fine with it. Until somebody else stronger comes in and knock your ass out.
Right.
Now you get up and you mad. Why are you mad?
But that's the thing that we don't have. That's New York mentality.
Right, but that's why someone else is winning, because we are New York right now. I love New York hip hop, and I'm a New York artist. New York is stuck in their feelings right now.
I could agree too.
New York rappers need to shut the fuck. I can curse.
Yes.
New York artists, they need to shut the fuck up and stop crying and go make some banging ass shit and bring New York back in this era. Stop talking about the 90s.
Right.
Stop talking about the 80s.
Stop trying to bring the 90s back.
Stop talking about when y'all was shitting on the South all this time. Now that they shitting, we mad. Like, oh, that shit whack. And they probably thought our shit was whack too, but we was on top. So at the end of the day, you can't fight the person who's on top. So at the end of the day, I just wish that the people that were in the forefront of New York would not bring back New York. I'm talking about up to date, create something that is better, because hip hop is all about, I don't want to be hugging and kissing everybody. I don't want to do that. Because I don't hug and kiss everybody in my life. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I don't want to hug and kiss every artist.
You can compete without beefing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't have to like fight somebody, but I'm like, I don't want to be, I don't have a lot of friends anyway. So what the fuck? I don't want to be friends with everybody.
Strive to be. Yo, you know, Jay-Z told an interesting story one time. He was talking about when Biggie, they met up in Harlem somewhere, where he said Biggie was like, called him up, yo, I want you to hear something. And it was Who Shot You?
Right.
That's what it is. Like, everybody know how cool Jay and Big was. But yo, Jay, I got something for you.
Yeah, and that's what made Jay run back to the studio and do something crazy. So at the end of the day, it's like, all right, the South is dope. I give them props because they support each other and they try to be on some huggy kissy shit. But at the end of the day, I'm like, at the end of the day, where's the competition? Where's the hierarchy?
Who do you aim for?
That man on your shirt. Was he not the pure, unadulterated king of this shit?
Still is.
At the end of the day, he was not hugging and kissing everybody. No. He just put his shit out. He was the man, and that was it.
He's one of the reasons I'm proud to say I'm from Brooklyn.
Exactly. So now, and the thing about it, the only way, like real talk, show my age again. I'm gonna quote a wrestler. You know what I'm saying? Ric Flair used to say all the time, to be the man.
You gotta beat the man.
Exactly. That's what hip hop is and always was and will always be. So that huggy kissy shit, you can support me.
Yo, hashtag huggy kissy.
Yeah,
huggy kissy.
Yeah, that birthday cake shit. Like at the end of the day, like real talk, you can support me, and I thank you. But at the end of the day, if you tight because my shit is better than yours, step your game up. That's just like you being mad because we stepped to the same girl and she chose me. Like at the end of the day, step your game up. Like stop being in your feelings.
I used to love her too. Son.
This is yeah.
We gonna get into that conversation another time.
Yeah. Look, speaking of hip hop, we heard you did a joint with Immortal Technique. How did that go and come about?
Oh, that's crazy. That's the big homie. Well, Viper Records, we signed to Viper Records. We part of the Rebel Army. We're original members of the Rebel Army.
Right.
Anybody that don't know, that's the crew that Technique started.
Rebel Arm salute.
Rebel Arm salute to everybody. Too many of y'all to name. They out there in Cali right now. Shout out to Chino XL, by the way. He's on the new Ghostface album that dropped today.
Chino.
So basically, Poison Pen is our mentor in this game.
Big brother.
Big bro. When we started, when we got serious around that millennium age, that's when we met Penn.
Right.
And you know, Stronghold was still doing their thing back then. Tech hadn't blown up yet. Like Volume 2 had just dropped. So Penn was on some, yo, look, my man is about to do his thing. Y'all can come on the road, do shows, whatever. And that's when we started hitting the road on some, look, I can't guarantee it, but drive down to DC, I might be able to give y'all 10 minutes on stage.
10 minutes?
Word. Right. So literally we started just doing that. We did our Tupac thing with Digital Underground. We was carrying crates. We was doing all that shit. Driving.
Merch table.
All that shit. Security. We was doing everything. And, you know, Tech liked the hustle. We liked the grind. We started working together. You know, the rest is history.
Started from the bottom.
Yo, we worked with Tech twice. Like, that's our big brother, too. Like, shout out to Immortal Technique. He definitely has been a big influence on our success, but we worked with him twice. The first time we worked with him was on his album, and he called us up on some like 20-minute shit. Yo, get to the studio, we got a beat.
Now my call was, yo, where you at? I said, I'm home. He's like, okay, be at the studio now.
Right.
Like so 5 minutes ago.
I called him. I was like, yo, get to the studio now.
Right.
And then we did a joint on we did the hidden track on the Third World album, the Rebel Arms track.
Right. And we weren't officially signed yet when that album came out. We were still like, you know, paying dues. So we weren't really officially signed yet. But excuse me, we kind of like got on his album and got busy. So when we did get signed, we ran into him and he was like, yo, when it's time to do the joint for y'all album, I'm eating y'all niggas.
the competition.
I'm eating y'all niggas.
You know what I'm saying? Competition.
Yeah, but and that's between family. So at the end of the day, like that's my brother. Like we break bread together. So at the end of the day, that's family. So if that's internal, how do we not do that with everybody else?
Wait, well, it's somebody that's supposed to be competition. Like I'm going. It's like I'm a ball player. It's like, yo, we gonna play 21. I'm gonna get there first. You're gonna lose. You're gonna sit down. You're gonna wait 3 more turns until it's your go again. Like that's how we go.
That's how it went.
Right. Pretty much.
So you did the song with him.
Yep.
And then you did Napalm on
our album.
Yeah. Napalm is hard. I was listening to that earlier.
Yeah.
360 deal.
Yeah.
360 deal. Yeah.
I just wanted to let everybody know what was the track.
That's what's
up. Yeah. Napalm on 360 deal.
We got a lot of love for Napalm.
That was the payback track, y'all. So at the end of the day, when y'all listen to that, that's our big brother trying to put us in check. Okay. So at the end of the day,
check this out. We're about to go to a quick music break. DJ Swift gonna do his thing, and when we come back, the circle they got some tracks. We gonna play them.
That's what's up.
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Yeah. DC, we up there, y'all. It's John Slim, Fast the Assassin.
Yeah.
It's the Vandal Hour each and every Saturday right here on ATFradio.com.
DJ Swift.
Your balls is all average, like stones with no carrots. Yo, we spit it barbaric. Your balls is all average, like stones with no carrots. Yo, we spit it barbaric. Your balls is all average, like stones with no carrots. So fall backwards, get off my dick. You squares don't belong in a circle, you don't fit, yeah. It's GT, one half of DC. Crash through your windows, I lack the PC, get it? No politically correctness, you step kids. Move my bowels twice a day on some next shit. Yo, we spit it barbaric. Your balls is all average, like stones with no carrots. Fall backwards, get off dick. You square long and fit. It's GT, one half of DC. Crash through your windows, I lack the PC. Get it? Lytic, wreck, step, kids. Move my bowels twice a day on some next. So wipe your neck, bitch, dry off them dead kids. I speak reckless in any booth I step in. I spit it raw like I rap with strep throat. Your voice weak like you can't recall the next note, fucker. I'm embarking on missions with marksmen that's not interested in the missing of targets. So this song is the start of the longest PSA for the whack to get going. Oh yeah, the circle's in here.
Go to war for the art, with the art of warfare.
Oh yeah, the circle's in here.
Warriors come out and play, we right over here.
Oh yeah, the circle's in here.
Go to war for the art, with the art of warfare.
Oh yeah, the circle's in here.
Warriors come out and play, we right over here. I'm on point like syringes, living on the fringes. At the door with C4 to blow it off the hinges. I'm not a fat nigga, I am fats nigga. You cookie cutter, I'm a gutter cake with an axe nigga. In other words, on the mic I'm overkill. Understand, better underlay or lay under you will. Daisies, daffodils, you lack the rhyme skills. To attack a track, make a nigga mind spill like 9 mils. Pap smears, examine yeasty rappers. Monostat flaky flows on these pussy bastards. Mimicry, gimmickry, that's the imagery. Say their name on the block, crickets like giving here. Listen, I'm too advanced for your similes and no frill, no thrill, bullshit delivery. Fricassee MCs with epiphanies, my written speed inhumane, put them out they misery.
Oh yeah, the circle's in here.
Go to war for the art, with the art of warfare.
Oh yeah, the circle's in here.
Warriors come out and play, we right over here.
Oh yeah, the circle's in here.
Go to war for the art, with the art of warfare.
Oh yeah, the circle's in here.
Warriors come out and play, we right over here. Whipping this device like I'm crucifying Christ, rhyming harder, then drawing blood with a butter knife. Poltergeist, can't see me on your TV. MP3s, take control of your body so easy. Nowadays.
Daytime, 12 noon, doom and gloom. Drinking radiated water from a circle or two. Flash flood, don't be stuck in the mud. Rain, thunder, and blood. Hunger Games, Jermaine, the sackcloth thug. Time, 12 noon, doom and gloom. Drinking radiated water from a circle or two. Flash time, 12 noon, doom and gloom. Drinking radiated water from a circle or two. Time, 12 noon, doom and gloom. Drinking radiated water from a circle or two. Flash flood, don't be stuck in the mud. Rain, thunder, and blood. Hunger Games, Jermaine, the sackcloth thug. You ready, cousin? Pitchfork justice, disgusting. Forever struggling, can't seem to get above it. Winter sunrise cold. We look up like whoa, the whole horizon peppered with drones. Bad clothes, volcanic ash covers the home. Satellites explode, EMP disconnected the phones. Yeah, you sleep eternal. I dump you in a hole in your thermals. Punch you in your fucking neck till your throat gurgle. Abundantly cheap, scarce and expensive. So whatever you selling, that's what you left with. A mind too wide to be biased, preoccupied with the slightest. The virus was designed to kill the designers. Voice activated hybrids, Hercule George, music department, mafia turf wars, balaclava mask, butane and brass, jackbooted brand, Lieutenant Dan, let's dance. You just wanna survive, scumbags, look at your lives. Come in, fat bitch, look at your thighs. Scattered across the winds from a force within. I can't help none of you, you gotta talk to him. In the tower, the controller, the alpha, the unknown knowledge of the all-knowing knower of power. Protozoa from a meteor shower, Fukushima powder in your clam chowder. Be ready in half hour. Exception, the killing field lesson. Exception, World War reckless.
The silverback defecate on the track and go ape shit. For me is basic, for you complicated. Focus. I've been trying to show slow kids how to flow sick on their own shit. Deeper than a killer whale, patrolling the ocean. Slick with the heat like a tube of motion lotion. Can't feel that what they claim is real rap. Only real fact about it, the shit real whack. Guillotine rap, you can't overlook, cause disasters. Rappers die reaching for notebooks. Washed up, no longer flow fluid. Couldn't move a crowd if they drove a bulldozer through it. Used to spit it hot, nowadays your grill warm. Knocked up the game but your career was stillborn. I drop bombs with the mic in my palm. It's a world war, motherfucker, let's get it on.
It's the rebel arm, sniper core edition. Game sunk to new levels, it's a war of attrition. Bought more ammunition, have a feeling warm in spots. You sending warning shots, we go to war in flocks. Aim, set, ready for the kill. The circle about to flow, the levee about to spill. Spaghetti out your grill and the sauce still spewing. You ain't awake, so your wake is the locale for viewing. Expert at what I'm doing, throw a muzzle on the hating. Jigsaw with the style, it's a puzzle who you facing. I'm bubbling your faces while I'm rubbing it with razors. Put a choke on who running shit, I'm smothering the races. I'm shoving all the straces, get the fuck from a cipher. Little rappers get in line and go follow the Pied Piper. I make the vibe hyper, you can't divide the snipers. One shot you see bad like H2O divers.
Yeah.
Word. Yeah, if you just tuned in, the Circle's in the building with us.
DC, we in the house.
Real quick, and a big shout out to Hot Skull Fonto Leaf. Always a strong supporter of the Vandal Hour, so shout out to them. Check them out on Instagram at Hot Skull Fonto Leaf. So we're gonna get right back into it, man.
Yeah.
I heard you guys had a write up in Rap Fix that was positive.
Yeah.
Give us a little feedback on that.
That was dope. Shout out to Sway. He did the MTV Rap Fix Live.
Shout out to Shaheem Reed.
Shout out to Shy. It's a friend of ours, obviously. Shaheem Reed is a real big player in the game. So him and Fats came up together. So Shaheem, he put us in front of a couple people. They was like, yo, I'm gonna take you to Sway. I'm gonna let Sway check it out. This is when he first started doing the Rap Fix Live. And he's like, yo, I'm gonna feature y'all in I like the song. I'm gonna feature y'all in the song called Bombard. It was for our teaser project for the 360 deal. And he basically said, yo, I'm gonna put y'all in it's a segment called Get in the Game, where he has an established artist or producer in the game talk about independent or unsigned artists. Our established artist was Swiss Beats. So Swiss like literally watched the joint, critiqued it right there, gave us props, like, yo, we handled the track. He was like, yo, y'all did y'all thing, just keep doing what you doing, y'all on your way. So that was a big look for us right there.
That was like the beginning of us getting love from MTV.
From what I heard, y'all be on the road a lot. Where's some of the places y'all performed at?
Oh, damn. Damn.
Go ahead, B.
Where do I start?
I had this already rehearsed out. I was gonna say some real cocky Hollywood shit. But I was gonna
Let's hear it.
All right, ask me the question again. Ask me the question again. Here we go.
We heard y'all traveling a lot. So where's some of the places y'all performed at?
Shit, where haven't we been? Nah, we've been blessed. Shout out again to Immortal Technique. Like, Technique has, I don't know, I guess it's still people out there that just are just under rocks and just don't get on the net and just look for shit. But Technique is a huge artist. He's not on the radio, but he is a worldwide artist. We done been around the world a few times with the bro. We done been to Malta. We done been to Norway.
He's the first hip hop show ever on the island of Malta.
First hip hop show ever on the island of Malta. The Maltese Islands was Immortal Technique in the Circle. So first we specially invited to perform on that island. So Norway, we done been all over Europe. We done been all over this country. Like we've been very blessed doing hip hop. Not doing hip hop. Say again?
Who shows the most love?
Damn. Overseas, give it up. Overseas, give it up. Overseas, give it up. Hold on. I think he asked the skinny nigga in the group.
Word.
Can I answer, son?
Nah.
Overseas, give it up. The West Coast, give it up. But like real talk, I don't know what you gonna say, dude, but Cali really fuck with hip hop. California loves hip hop. When we go to California, it's like, oh, okay. They appreciate what we do. It makes you say, damn, I can still write my rhymes the way I want to write my rhymes. I can still say the things I want to say in my song. I can still look and dress the way I want. They still rock with it. They don't sit there and just be all encompassed on what the
following the next.
Yeah, the media is saying this is what you should be listening to because that's hot.
Have you ever had some messed up things happen on the road? That you be
yeah.
like, shit, I ain't
We haven't had anything crazy. We done definitely
crazy on the tour bus.
Look, what happens on the tour bus stays
Stays
on the tour bus.
Yo, we had a show. What show was that? Where was we at when the AC went out?
Oh, that was Reno. That was Reno. It was right near Las Vegas. It was Reno.
I was about to say, I hope you're not talking about Reno and Vegas, though. What? No AC.
Yo,
That's
we was
the
doing
worst
the show.
case scenario right
We was
there.
doing the show.
There's footage online of that shit.
And the show was packed. It was packed front to back. So you got people, it's in a big space, whatever. They had no AC.
No AC.
So, and like we all had like jeans on. Like it was crazy. So I don't know if you know when denims get wet. It's like
that's not popping.
So we was like throwing ice out to the crowd, but they were so energized with our performance that it didn't even matter. It was like, but everybody was on the verge of passing out. And I don't know if it was from the music or from the heat.
I say it was the music. It was from the heat we was providing. That's what it was.
From the heat, from the music.
The wildest shit that happened to us though is when we rock, we start a lot of fights. Like we are known as the riot starters in the crew in the Rebel Army. Like we start fight. We not us, but yo, we turn up and the crowd just start fighting, and that's really what happened a lot.
Well, it probably has to do with one of our songs.
Yeah,
how it feel to get knocked the fuck out, and people wanting to like really reenact that. You know what I'm saying?
We gotta go listen to that track ASAP.
We do that shit. We do that live.
Hip hop wise, guys, who are you listening to, real quick?
Right now?
Yeah, right now.
Right now, I'll give you new and old.
Okay.
First of all, I'm on the battle scene heavy. Like battling right now is my hip hop. Right now, the battle scene is my hip hop.
Female battle rappers.
I rock with that.
Couture.
Yo, yeah, Couture. Yeah, she done numbers. She just official quarter body. But anyway, right now I'm still listening to Hove. Still listening to Hove, of course. You already know. Listening to Esco. You know, everybody think it's because I'm the leader of Light Skin Nation that I listen to Drake, but I like Drake. I like Drake. I'm not mad at Drake because Drake is so not scared to do new shit. That alone, as an artist, I appreciate.
Very talented guy.
You know what I'm saying?
Very talented guy.
You know, I listen. I'm not one of them dudes that's stuck in the '90s, but I do listen to my Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang is my favorite group of all time. Method Man is my favorite rapper of all time. So I do
Classics.
that. So
Classics.
you know, that's what I listen to.
So Slim, you're a host on DTF Radio.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about your show.
Monday nights, 9 to 11, we do a show. It's called The Spot. It was formerly called Beats and Bars. I was like a mid-season trade, and I came, you know, I was brought into the team, and I felt like what we were doing just wasn't what we should be doing. I'm like, yo, we want to talk to the youth that's out there and bridge the gap between generations. So we changed the name to this, called The Spot now, SPOT, showing people our talent. And what I do is I try to find a lot of independent young artists that have that I listen to Nas, I still like Wu-Tang, I listen to Biggie, you know, they listen to that, you know, because it's all about expanding. It's not about we was 90s cats and y'all new cat. Nah, yo, look, we hip hop.
It hurts when I hear somebody say they don't know who Wu-Tang is, new generation.
I fight people about that.
Since this is a graffiti and a hip hop show, I heard both of y'all went to graphic school. Like, so do y'all know any like graffiti artists? Do y'all pay attention to graffiti?
See, we went to graphics and we did a lot of cutting.
We went to graphics in theory.
Yeah, we went to graphics in theory. Yo, funny ass story.
That's typical high school.
Before we both got kicked out of graphics for unnamed reasons right now.
At the same time?
Nah, I got kicked out.
You left first.
I got kicked out first.
Hit first.
I tried to go into our official shop class, and the teacher, dead ass, was like, "You don't belong here." That's how much we cut class. On some, yo, you get out. Go rap. We know you rap. Get out of here.
It starts funny. It's like, all right, we're going to cut from like 7th to the end. Then it starts to, all right, from 5th to the end.
Then it starts from
then from like 3rd to the
end.
end. Then it's like, damn it, let's just meet at the end train and up school.
Just give it up.
But nah, we didn't really do much graphic training back then. I do know one dude, like, my man O from he lived on Ralph Ave back in the days. Live, his name's Live now. He do beats. He produces.
Okay.
I think his name was Jada. I think Jada used to tag up back in the hood back in the days. That's like the one real graph cat I know. And Technique used to do a little bit with the graph shit too.
YCK?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. From Brooklyn, yeah, real skinny. He looked like Latrell Sprewell. That's my man. That's my G. Like Jig, his partner he used to rhyme with the Rhythm Addicts. Yeah, he do beats. His partner Jig, that was the one that taught me how to rap for real, though. For real. So that, yeah.
Back into music real quick. What could the fans be expecting from the Circle in the future?
We have a new album coming out on Viper. We're trying to get it done so it can be out this year. We pushing for that. I'm not even gonna say we're gonna do it because I don't want to guarantee that, but it's gonna be called Panoramic. I have an LP that I'm doing with my company. I have a company called Silent Moves. So I'm gonna do an LP called, maybe an EP called Let the Good Times Roll. I'm gonna try to convince Matt to continue rapping.
Well, he's smiling, so that's good.
So yeah,
I got a good chance.
You know. So we're working on solo joints. We got the Circle joint coming out. You can expect some new music featuring Technique, Immortal Tech, Chino, the whole Rebel Arms. Shout out to everybody, Poison Pen. I'm gonna definitely be releasing some new music on the radio show on Mondays at the Spot. So definitely give DTF some exclusive content.
Yeah.
You know
of course.
The listeners are going crazy right now. They want to hear freestyle. What's good? Y'all gonna spit?
Oh yeah, we can spit. Yeah, we can do that.
Throw in the beat.
We do that now.
16 from both of y'all, baby, before we go out.
All right.
Okay.
Right.
So the Circle's in the building.
Yeah,
it's the Vandal Hour live on DTF Radio. Swift is gonna get us a beat. We're gonna let the gentleman work and let you be the judge, guys. Tune in. It's the Vandal Hour.
Get your boombox. Get them tapes ready.
Boom.
Yeah.
It's the Vandal Hour.
That's some little hip hop shit.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Check. Drop it in. Yo, 1, 2. 1, 2. Good time, Slim. Batch the Assassin. DC. Yo, check. I could burn down a forest with the fire. I spit in choruses. My verbal vernacular makes a mockery of your weak thesaurus. The dictionary definition of a nigga shining, glistening. If we race, I got the pole position in. Now people's listening. The niggas and the bitches in. The ones who don't have shit will pop the piss it in. Low budget citizens receiving government dividends. I be the diamond in the rough. The truth is hidden in. Now who's the winner? Slim nigga, what's come over you? My rhymes will roll over you just like a boulder do. Snatch you, shake your ass and grab a hold of you. And when they made whack rap, they broke the mold with you. I got a shoulder hold the border from my holster do. And I'm a slower roller ranger like a rover do. But I could blow you over nothing like a hoe would do. And so the show is over, grab your coat and call your
Yo,
crew.
sketch bang, lead rain, sidewalk, red stain, yellow tape, white chalk, outline, dead frame. Happens every day in the hood. Heads caught slip and lose brains in the hood. Innocent bystanders slain in the hood. When niggas sound off, bad aim in the hood. Snitches, place blame in the hood. Homicide, throw niggas in chains in the hood. Little niggas start banging, claim in the hood. Drop out of school, then remain in the hood. High all day, pushing cane in the hood. Gamble all night, dice games in the hood. Bout it, gangsters gain fame in the hood. Take their name in the hood. Gentrification, change in the hood. Look around, things ain't the same in the hood. Yeah. The circles in the building.
Circles in the building, man, on the Vandal Hour, live on DTFradio.com.
116. I was about to start rapping again.
I wish we could. I wish we could.
Yo, rhyme, nigga. Rhyme until they turn you off, man. Word.
Listen, don't do it. Don't do it. You don't want to get the guys in trouble. Listen, any last words, any shout outs you guys want to give?
Go fast, real quick.
Yo, shout out to everybody that ever supported the circle. Shout out to Rebel Army. Shout out to my brother, Good Time Slim. Shout out to the Vandal Hour for having us.
Yes, sir.
And shout out to my fiance that's in the building.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Word is bond.
That's the biggest supporter right there.
Yeah.
I just want to say real quick, he handled the shout outs. I just want to say something very important real quick. I want to say rest in peace to two of our brothers that recently passed. First, my brother Jay Arch.
Yes, rest in peace, Arch.
One of the founding members of Rebel Army, of the Rebel Army, and recently our brother, dear friend, PH Pumpkinhead, he passed. So rest in peace, PH.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace to Jay Arch.
Well, thank you guys for coming and sharing your story.
Thank you for having us again.
With us here at the Vandal Hour.
Appreciate that. Appreciate
Listen,
that.
we also want to thank Bo for coming through for the to the Vandal Hour, chopping it up with us. We also want to thank DJ Swift on the ones and twos for doing his thing as always. Definitely appreciate the love. We also want to thank Coco from Celebrity XO and the Trip Radio Show for co-hosting with us here tonight. Definitely appreciate that.
Thank you, Coco.
Shout out to all the listeners and followers, everybody who tunes in with us here at the Vandal Hour every Saturday night. Shout out to Mark DTF Radio for holding us down as always.
Shout out to the Vandal Hour team. Shout out to June 457, Sunyez Alam, Nick HL, DJ EA, Bias 3, Robbie Reps, Made for Kings, and Mathematics. So make sure you tune in next week where we have Joe's TDO in the building. I stay facts, I will never lie to you. We got Lord Digger in the building, it will be epic. So make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend. Hey yo, I'm Facts on Wax, this is E. Sinatra, and this is the Vandal Hour. I stay facts.
Yes. The Circle.
Hot Skull Fonto.
360 deal.
iTunes now, go get it.
Yeah.